Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. And today I'm gonna start my yearly declutter recap. And we're gonna look at one type of one category from all of my empties throughout the whole last year. And I'm gonna rank all the products and give you just like a little bit more of a rundown in case you don't watch my monthly declutters and my monthly empties. And you just want like a quick and easy information altogether. So hopefully you will enjoy that. This is the first part. There's gonna be multiple parts. I'm gonna film my ranking all the sunscreens I've tried this year right after this, but then there's gonna be like makeup, there's gonna be moisturizers, serums, so there's gonna be so many different videos like this because I don't want to bore you for like 3 hours. So instead I'm gonna split it into these smaller videos, and then if you want, I will put like I will create like a playlist of all the empties for this year, and then you can watch them all together in the playlist. But I thought that for the people that like to see smaller and more concise videos, this is gonna be better. So hopefully you enjoyed that. In case you're new here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love makeup, skincare, hair care. I love reviewing. I love trying out different things and finding what works and what doesn't. And I like to give you my feedback. So hopefully that's something that interests you. Today we're gonna look at hair care. We're gonna start with that because I don't want to split it into different categories. Like I'm not gonna do like best shampoos, best conditioners. I'm gonna start in a way that I do my hair, so I'm gonna do all shampoos, all conditioners and stuff like that in this video, but I didn't want to split it in different videos. That just doesn't make sense, and I don't use too much of these. Like I usually have like 2 or 3 shampoos a year, and the same with conditioners, so I just felt like that's not gonna be as exciting, and also it's not the most watched content on my channel. So we're just gonna do it like that. And also the hair care products take a large part of the huge basket that you've seen in the intro, hopefully. And I just kind of want to like empty it a little bit. So that's what we're gonna focus on today. In case you're interested in what I'm wearing, the review should already be up on my channel. I have the Moonwish palette by Odin's. It's the Salmon 2 palette. I've been playing with it for the first time today, and yeah. So now when it comes to shampoos, there's actually going to be quite a bit of them because I've had a lot from last year that were like almost finished but not completely. So I've had a lot from last year, and I don't know if there's, maybe there are products from December's empties. Yeah, because I haven't filmed. I always film the empties and the haul in the next month. So December empties from year ago were released in January, and they are in this collection, but there's not like from this December, if that makes sense. So I have 5 shampoos for you, and I'm gonna start from worst to best. So the worst one, but I still liked it, is the Dermacol Hair Ritual Shampoo Grow and Volume Effect. It looks like this, the bottle looks like this, and it wasn't a bad shampoo, but I feel like it didn't make my hair last that long. Like with other shampoos, my hair usually lasts a little bit longer in like in an okay state without being too oily. So that one for me wasn't something that I would use on, that I would repurchase probably out of all of these. Then number 4, I have the Clear Scalp Shampoo Peeling from Wella. It's the System Professional. This one, it's not an everyday shampoo, it's a shampoo peeling, so it's a peeling in a shampoo. This one, I mean, like if you really had flaky scalp, it worked, but it was really thick consistency, and it was kind of hard to get it all over your hair, and you would have to use quite a bit, which since it's a peeling and it's like supposed to be, well, it is a bit more abrasive than a regular shampoo. I just don't really want to coat my entire head with it in like a huge coat of it. So for me, this was a bit just I didn't like the texture too much, and it didn't work for me as I envisioned. A lot better. Again, not a shampoo that I would use every single day, but it's the Goldwell Dual Senses Scalp Specialist Deep Cleansing Shampoo. This one is cleansing for all hair types. It's a nice shampoo. It has zinc PCA complex, which is pretty cool, and it is good for like if you style your hair a lot. For me, it's just because I don't like it as much as the other shampoos that I'm gonna mention, but it was a good shampoo. I did actually enjoy that, and I do love Goldwell. I enjoy their products a lot, and I do like to repurchase them. This one just for me wasn't like everyday shampoo. I would maybe use it like every second wash. Or so. Then a shampoo that I actually had like 2 or maybe 3 bottles of in the past is the Dermedic Capillary Strengthening Shampoo Anti-Hair Loss. This one is really nice. I love Dermedic as a brand. This one is the patent pending complex pilotentum. I don't know how that's pronounced. And it's a very soft shampoo. I think it's really nice if you have like very sensitive scalp. Like this one is very soft. You can use one. You can shampoo your hair once or twice, depending on how you feel. This one is really nice for shampooing twice because some of these, especially the ones, the shampoos that I've mentioned before, I couldn't shampoo twice. But sometimes you feel like in one wash, it's not perfect. But then if you would do 2 shampooing processes, it's too much. It's too stripping. So this one is nice for the 2 layers, or like double cleansing, and I did really like this one. It does run out pretty quickly because it is more water-based shampoo, so you need a bit more of it than the other ones, if I may say so myself. Then my favorite of this collection is the Hask Biotin Boost thickening shampoo. Adds fullness and strength. It's made with biotin, collagen, and coffee seed oil. It's a wonderful one. I do really enjoy. I do like this line. I just kind of randomly found it at the drugstore, tried it, and was very happy with this. So yeah, this one is amazing. I don't know why no one talks about this brand. It's in the US brand, I believe. Yeah, made in US. And it's just a really nice shampoo. It's not too stripping. You can shampoo once or twice. It really doesn't matter. And it's also color safe. I've never had problem with like itching or anything. My scalp has never been dry with this. It's just like a solid shampoo that I do really like. Then from conditioner, so I have 3 conditioners. Yeah, I don't go through conditioners as much. Now that my hair is a little bit longer, I do use a bit more, but I still use more shampoo than conditioner because I don't want to have my hair greasy. So, the least favorite is the Nioxin Scalp Therapy Revitalizing Conditioner Step 2 for natural hair and light thinning. I've used up the shampoo a while ago, like I think it was in the last year's collection. But this conditioner took me a while. I do like the consistency. It's more like a milky conditioner, which for my hair is very nice because I have a fine hair, and I just feel like also with girls, like if you have too thick of a conditioner, it's kind of hard to distribute it all throughout your hair. So I do like it when they're more milky. But this, I think it has like menthol or something like that, peppermint, something. My hand would tingle a lot after this. I usually didn't have problem with my scalp tingling, sometimes a bit, but usually not because I don't really put it on my scalp. But my hand would tingle so much, and at some point I even had like a bit of a, I think I was like really stressed at that time, and it did result in a rash. So, which is weird because I have absolutely no problem using peppermint or menthol things, and I never have problem with it. So I don't know if this is just like a really strong dose or if it has some other ingredients that do that make it worse. But yeah, and I'm not allergic to anything as far as I know, but this one just wasn't nice. Then I'm kind of on a fence with the second and first place because I kind of like them both for different reasons. So they're both gonna be first and second place. I'm gonna mention the Goldwell Dual Senses Ultra Volume. It's the bonifying conditioner. This one really does add volume. It is a very soft conditioner. It's very, it almost like when it emulsifies, when you like rake it through your hair, it almost creates like a foam. And it does really make your hair voluminous. So I do like it for that. And when my hair is a little bit longer, I do feel like it helps with just not looking too weighed down. But then I have the Revlon Pro U The Twister Curl Moisturizing Conditioner for curly and wavy hair. I've used this one for a really long time. It's a huge bottle. By the way, I like that it has a pump. It's just easier to measure. So like, you know, if you need like a full pump, half a pump, 1.5, like it's just easier to measure than with these bottles. And for me, even though it's a thicker, well not thicker, but it's like a very creamy conditioner, it really helped to curl my hair. It has some kind of curl complex. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, InstaBounce technology, which helps to activate the curls. And usually I don't really believe these things or like these claims, but this one I did notice immediately. Just if I would just wash my hair and put the conditioner and not style my hair, they were just more curly than if I would use any of these other products. So there's something about this that really works. Even though it's more creamy, like it doesn't weigh my hair down. I have never felt like I've had no volume with this product, and I think I'm gonna repurchase it eventually. Like I was happy with how it worked on my hair, and I do want to try it now that my hair is a little bit longer, because yeah, like it grew like inch or two since I've used this one up. So I think I just would like to try that again, see if I still like it as much as I used to. But I think it's nice, and I do want to try the other products from this collection because I think they also have like a styling milk or something, and I would like to try that. Now, when we're in the washing process, after I do this, I start with a heat protectant or some kind of like primer for the hair. I have 1 and 2, right? Yeah, I have 2 products because I sometimes wouldn't use that. If I have if I have heat protectants in any of the other steps, then I usually don't bother. But I have on the second place, there's gonna be the Wella Special Collection Gel Spray Instant Volume Boost. This one, it's kind of like in between spray and gel, and I didn't like it because it doesn't really work like a gel. It also like this spray, like you can't spray it into your hair because then it's gonna be very uneven because it is a thicker spray. But also like if you're gonna put it in your hands, it's just really hard to like then pump it because your hands are wet, and it's also, this is like a soft plastic packaging, and it just moves around in your hands, and it's really hard to hold it, and I don't like it. So usually I would just unscrew this and just like pour a little bit into my hands. And I didn't really notice it helping anything. Like it didn't do much for me. I didn't feel like I have more volume. I didn't feel like my curls are better with this or that they are more defined. Yeah, if I wouldn't use this, nothing would change, honestly. So that one, I don't need that. And then I have the Curlsmith Moisture Memory Reactivator, and this is a reviving spray for curly, wavy, or dry hair. It has avocado oil, apricot kernel, sage, and basil. This one is a small one. You can either use it as a primer or do, again, like reactivate the shape of your hair. And this one is really nice. It's very soft. I did like it both as a primer because I feel like it does help to kind of like, it helps activate other products after this. Like I feel like it just helps them a bit, and it's wonderful as like a restyling product on second or third day. So I do want to buy this in a full-sized bottle. Then next up we have gels or creams, but the only things I have here are creams, if I remember that correctly. Oh, sorry, are gels. I have like 3 creams that I'm currently using. Some of them are really old, some of them are really new. I always try creams and then I just don't know if they work for me. So I end up just sticking to the gels. So I have 2, and I think both of them are wonderful, but I kind of feel like there's such a price difference between them that I don't want to recommend the more expensive one when I know that the less expensive one works just as fine, I might even enjoy it more. So I have the Aveda Nutri-Plenish Curl Gel. By the way, I only have the products that are used up. I have a couple of things that I'm currently using, but I didn't want to include them, so we only have the used up products. This one is everybody's favorite, and I do like it. I think it creates really nice hair, but for me, I have problem that either it's hard to measure how much you're supposed to use, because if I use the amount that I think, it's either it doesn't do anything, pretty much it just makes my hair like more shiny and smooth, or it's kind of crusty, and like you can scrunch up the crust, but I don't really want to like scrunch my hair for half an hour to do that. But I think it's a nice product. It's just really expensive, and I think a perfect dupe is the Trust My Sister Curl Booster High and Medium Porosity Hair. This has linseed extract and chia seed extract, which are wonderful for your hair. This is, I think, Polish brand. Yes, Poland. It has 150 milliliters, and this 150 milliliter bottle is less expensive than this mini bottle of 40 milliliters. So I can't recommend more expensive product when I know that they are very similar. And I feel like this one, it's even more jelly, and it helps to coil my hair better. Like I just feel like the curls are more uniform, they're nicer, they're bouncier, and they're softer. They feel wonderful. I don't have it now. I don't know why I'm touching my hair, but they just feel really, really wonderful. You don't have to use diffuser or like, you know, blow out your hair. You can just air dry. Whereas with this one, I feel like you can air dry, but I feel like to have a really nice curls, you do need to use the diffuser with the Aveda one. So I just really prefer this, and I do want to try other products from this brand. I would like to get their entire line from this. I don't know. I still don't remember what high and medium porosity is, because I feel like that means that your hair soaks up a lot of water and it releases it really quickly. And I feel like high porosity means that you have like very textured hair. I have very soft, fine hair, and for me, they take forever to dry because they don't really get rid of water. Like it's just inside and doesn't really like evaporate from my hair. Like they're not damaged. That's what I'm trying to say. Or they don't have like any texture. It's just like silky smooth. But this one really works for me. It doesn't weigh my hair down, and it just feels really nice. So I would like to get the entire line from this. Then I always go into a mousse, and I have 4 different ones. 2 are like nearly finished at the end of last year, and I think I've used them up in like January, because some of them were really old. So I think I'm trying to figure out which ones were the worst. I think the worst one was the Wella Flex Long Lasting Flexible Hold Mousse, the Fullness for Thin Hair Ultra Strong Hold. This one was really weird because it was this like jelly mousse. It was really strange texture. Also, this has, let me find what it is. Macadamia oil. That my hair don't really like that, if I'm being completely honest. And this was too strong for me. It created a really crusty layer on my hair, and it felt really horrible, and I didn't really enjoy this one. So I used it up because like I don't have anyone who would use this. But honestly, and it says that it's natural hair feel and no stickiness. I don't agree. It was super sticky and didn't feel natural at all. Like maybe if you have thicker hair, but for fine hair, and this is for thin fine hair, this was so bad. Yeah, this felt really bad. So not my favorite by any means. Then I have the System Professional Elegant Shade Volume Mousse from Wella. I bought this when I was blow drying my hair before I started my curly journey, and I had like really short hair, and I would just blow dry them with like the round brush to just have that like more, just like mostly straight with like a little bit of a flick. And it was nice for that. Then when I started my curly hair journey, I just, since everybody was using volume mousse, I was just like, yeah, it's not meant for curly hair, but it's a volume mousse. I have it at home. It's giant. Like, I'm not gonna just buy another one when I have this. It wasn't bad, but it was like a thicker mousse, like a really, like it would stay in one shape. I like more mousses that like are more frothy. If that makes sense. This one was very, very like almost like butter texture, like hard, almost. And yeah, not a favorite. It's a huge bottle. Like, you're getting so much of this. I was using this forever. It's almost impossible to use up. Like, I genuinely thought that I'm never gonna get rid of it. And this one I think has a heat protectant and UV protectant, if I remember that correctly. I don't know if this says anything in Czech, because all that I can find is in German or other. Yeah, it's like German, French, Italian. I can't speak any of these languages well enough, so I'm not gonna be able to tell you, but I think it has something like, yeah, UV complex and some kind of heat protectant. I think up to 50 degrees Celsius or something. I don't know. And it doesn't contain alcohol, which I do appreciate, but maybe if you want to have your hair straight, but it doesn't really work for curly hair, in my opinion. Then I have the Syos Curl Control Mousse for anti-frizz, perfect definition, non-sticky definition and bounce, and it has the number 2 hold. This one is a lot softer. It's a lot more frothy, not too thick of a mousse, which I like for my thin hair. Again, I don't want anything that will like be too heavy for them. So in that case, I do like it, but I just felt like it didn't really do much. Like, I wasn't feeling any volume, and it kind of felt like nothing in my hair, honestly. So I would like the texture of this, but just slightly more hold. But I don't know if they have any other version, because like I don't understand why they don't have from that one line, so like the curl control mousse, and then in different levels of hold, because I can only find the level 2, like, and then you don't have any other mousse, or if you do, it's not for curly hair. So like, could you like have more variety? My favorite one, I think I've mentioned this in the last year's declutter and empty collection as well, because this is my 3rd or 4th bottle. Yeah, something like that. Is the Got to Be Curling Mousse for 96-hour anti-frizz effect, and it's the chill hold at level 3 out of 6. It's 50% recycled aluminum can body, and it's vegan formula, curly girl approved, and I do really like this one. It's just a very nice starting mousse. I am currently trying one from Cantu, is that how you call it? And then I have one from God, what's the brand? It's very popular among curly girls. I can't remember. It's like a seaweed complex in there, and it's very watery. If I'll remember once I'm gonna edit this, I'll put it on the screen. But this one is really nice, and I feel like it's one of those that you can use just on its own. Like, when I started my curly hair journey, I would just use this all over my hair. Like, I would wash my hair, put a conditioner, wash that, and then just use this and scrunch up my hair. And I had wonderful curls. Noted, I had short hair at that time. Like, I think the longest hair at that time was like this when they were curly. Oh, maybe like this when they were curly. So like, there's quite a, like, my hair like are like, I don't know, this much longer now. Ow. So I would probably need something with that, but I do have this one. I think I have another bottle somewhere, either here or at the dorm that I'm currently using at some points, and it's nice. It's just, if I don't have anything to like use and I don't want to order online, this is the one that I can get at the drugstore, and I know that I can count on it. Maybe I can get better on the internet, but you don't always want to buy on the internet, and also just like it's usually that you can find one thing at one shop, then the other in the other shop, and it's just, I don't want to constantly expect packages and pay for shipping and everything. It's just annoying. So this one I know that I can just pop into the drugstore and immediately have my favorite mousse. Then, what else am I doing? So then, usually in the morning, every single morning, I do put a hair toner, electronic, I don't know, onto my scalp to just first of all help with the blood flow, help to kind of zhuzh up the roots so that they're a little bit more, they have a bit more volume, and massage my scalp and stuff like that. So I do like to use toners or tonics, you know what I mean. And my least favorite from the three that I've used up is the Stratford Scalp Love Anti-Hair Loss Thickening Leave-In Tonic with caffeine and biotin. Encourage stronger growth and prevent hair loss, instant and long-term thickness. This one was a bit thicker, kind of like a watery gel almost, and I felt like it made my hair a bit oilier. Usually when I use toners, they make my hair not as oily, and like it prolongs the wear time of my hair, so that they don't get too oily. But this one, I didn't really think that this was great. Also, I don't like the applicator because it's one of those, and it's just, it squirts too much and like too aggressively into your hair or into your hands, whatever, however you use it, and it's just, it wasn't like horrible, but it just wasn't that great. Then I have the Rhaegar hair activator. This is also to prevent hair loss. It's nice, but you go out of it really quickly. It's very watery. I do like the applicator. Let me show you. Oh no, I actually, where did it fall out? Well, anyways, the applicator is like a nozzle, and yeah, it's nice to like apply all over your hair. I do appreciate that, but it's very watery and it doesn't really do much in my opinion. Like, I haven't noticed anything. What I really like is the Weleda rosemary hair toner for stronger, thicker hair, and it helps also with hair loss. This one, first of all, I love rosemary, not just as a scent, but also just like the effects that it has for your hair, and it feels really nice. And it does really put some volume into my hair and into the roots. And also, it's just really nice as a refresher. Like, I would always scrunch it all over the hair and it would just create these beautiful curls, and it would kind of reactivate all the styling products. So this one, I've used up 2 bottles this year. And I only kept one because, like, I don't need to have 2 bottles lying here. So that one is amazing. And as I said, I repurchased that and used that the same year. Okay, I actually found 4 more products that fell on the ground and I haven't noticed them. So, oh my gosh, the light is too strong. I had to turn on the ring light because you couldn't see me, or I think you couldn't see me properly. Not that that's like a win situation, but just, you know. I found another liquid kind of toner thing, and that's the Alpecin Caffeine Liquid thing. Like, this one is very nice, and I do like this one. I think I like it. I think it would be second place because, again, it helps really with the volume. It really makes my hair feel nice and strong, and I think it does help with the hair loss, at least from what I kind of remember, but the Weleda is definitely better. I also found the Pantene Define Curls Nourishing Mousse. The hold level is number 5. This one is the worst of all the mousses because this one is like jelly. This one is like full on gel that's moused up, but once it touches your hair, it becomes gel again, and it doesn't work as a gel, it doesn't work as a mousse, it just doesn't really work as anything, and it has coconut oil inside, and my hair just don't like coconut oil. I always have to read the labels because anything that has coconut oil at a larger percentage just doesn't work for me. My hair just don't like that. So yeah, this disgusting. I also found one of the leave-in like primers and stuff. This is the Curl Tonic from L'Oreal. It's the Stylista #curls. Define naturally bouncy curls up to 24-hour anti-frizz. I did not like this one. I feel like, first of all, I felt like my hair was very frizzy when I was using this. Like, I don't know what that was, and it kind of made my hair more sticky, and just kind of, I just didn't like it. It didn't make my hair look nice. I don't know really what it was about it, but it just didn't work. And I've tried it with a couple different products here. No. And then I tried it as like a refreshing product, and it was even worse because this really coats up your hair. It makes it sticky. It makes it kind of just like crunchy, and I don't like this one. Then I have two kind of miscellaneous products. So I have the Beauty Bay Scalp Serum Exfoliate and Cleanse Salicylic Acid and Pineapple Enzyme. This is like exfoliating toner that you use before washing your hair. This one was actually really nice. I feel like it helps to stimulate your scalp, and it helps with like dandruff and all of these things. It took me forever to use though, because sometimes I would forget to use this. That's why I like the idea of the shampoo peeling more, because I have it just at my with like other shampoos, and when I would use shampoo I would just be like, should I use the regular one or do I want to use the peeling one, right? But this one I would have at the counter away from my shampoos, and I sometimes forgot to use it. But this is the salicylic acid, fruit extract, lactobacillus ferment, ginger root extract. It has a peppermint oil and menthol, but it's the last two ingredients on the list. And it's supposed to clear dead skin cells, help reduce the appearance of dandruff, and clean and exfoliate. And you're supposed to use it for like 10 minutes before washing and once or twice a week. It was a nice product. I had no problems with this and I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just that I probably wouldn't buy it again. I don't really use these things. If I want to exfoliate my scalp, I just use shampoo twice, and I use one of those rubbery things that you use for dogs to clean their fur. I find that's enough exfoliation, honestly. I don't really struggle with dandruff or anything. And then the last product in its own category, I don't really use hairsprays. When it comes to fine hair, if you use hairspray, it either doesn't do anything or it makes your hair feel like stone. And it's impossible to wash away from your hair. At least that's how I've always experienced hairsprays, and I've tried a lot of them. So this one is the Goldwell Ultra Volume Intense Root Lift Spray. It's supposed to be kind of like a volume spray that you use. How are you supposed to use it? I don't remember that, because I've very quickly decided that it's horrible and I don't want to ever see that. But let me see. Yeah, you're supposed to, once you dry your hair with a towel after washing, you're supposed to put this all over your roots. This is so strong. Even when I would just like lightly spritz it all over the roots, this is so extremely strong. It says it has level hold of 4 out of 5. This, like, you wouldn't be able to move your hair at all, and you don't want to have that on your roots because that is so painful. I remember once when I've tried that, I immediately, like, once it dried and I felt the texture and how much it hurts to just touch my hair, I immediately washed it away, and I had to wash my hair 3 times to get this off somehow. It's just so bad. It's so bad. It's the strongest hairspray I've ever tried, and I don't know how you're supposed to use it on your roots, honestly. Like, yes, if you want to spray it like this and then have your hair sticking out like, I don't know, like a Teletubby or something, yeah, sure. But otherwise, like, who would use this? And I'm so happy that I only bought like the travel size bottle to try it. I thought it's gonna be just like just to help with volume for like every day. No, this is horrible, and yeah, like if you want to have spiky hair, sure, this will be wonderful for that, but that's the only way that you can use this and have good results with it. So yeah, that's everything for today. I don't know why I always end up with the product that pisses me off the most. But let me know if you've tried any of these products. Let me know what you think about this kind of roundup review. It's kind of crazy how many products I've used, but as I said, a lot of them were products that I was almost out last year, and I just wasn't able to use them up for the end of the year like before. So yeah, it's so much. I've definitely found that I have to use mousses that are like meant for curly hair, because the ones that aren't just don't really work for me. And yeah, there were a couple of hits and a couple of misses. But I also found some like really nice products. I do want to try the Revlon the Twister collection. I do want to try the Trust My Sister collection as well. And I would also like to get more products from Curlsmith. I have a couple that I want to try eventually, because I've bought a couple of the mini versions or like the travel size versions, because like it's kind of more expensive. hair care that I'm usually used to. I'm still more at the drugstore range, because my idea is, why to spend too much money if you can find something that works for you for a cheap price, right? So I'm always trying to start low, and then if it doesn't work, go up. Because, you know, perfect example is this and the Avida. Like, why would I stick to Avida when I know that this technically does the same thing or better, and I can save so much money? But yeah, a couple of my favorite products and brands were discovered last year, and a couple of absolute misses and just like horrible products were discovered last year as well. So, you know, you can't have only the ups, right? But definitely let me know your opinions. Let me know what was your favorite hair care product, especially if you have curly hair, and if you have fine curly hair, let me know down below. Like, I love suggestions. A couple of these things were purchased because I got a recommendation from some of you, so please leave a comment down below if you have anything that could help. And if you have other type of hair, also share it down below. Maybe somebody would really appreciate your experiences and your comment. So with that being said, have a wonderful day, and I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with another video. So bye.